Welcome YouTube family, my name is Eric. This is the Eric Evolving channel. If you're not yet subscribed, you already know what to do. Go ahead and subscribe right now. I'm down here in the Evolve studio, which is my garage. I actually have the door kind of cracked, so you may hear a little bit of noise from outside, maybe cars rolling by and stuff, but nevertheless, the show must go on. So this is my weekly show. I usually like to come to you guys. Used to put these out on a Sunday morning. I missed last week, so I apologize. But I'll try not to make it happen again. All right, my bad. All right, but in these videos, we talk a little bit about Tampa, Florida, or just Florida in general. What's going on down here in the area? Wagwan with me, and then the Florida man. And then a few comments shout out from the last video. So without further ado, let's get right into this, man. Let's go. So a couple of weeks ago, the video that I had planned for you guys and was thinking about doing was Gasparilla. So Gasparilla was down here in Tampa, which is basically like an invasion of pirates by water and by land. It's a whole history behind it. Google it if you want to know more. I didn't get to go to the actual festival, but I did capture some. I did get some video. So check this out. So from what I've heard, the festival was a success. People were out there drinking, having lots of fun, just having a good old time. I said, definitely going to try to catch that another time down here. I think it's kind of like a mix of Mardi Gras, where they're throwing beads and everything like that, but down here in beautiful Tampa, where you have the water right there, you have people on the street. It's just a different type of atmosphere. So definitely looking to go to one of those. Never been to one in my 3 years of being down here, so definitely got to check that out. But one interesting thing that I saw about that was about the attendance, which was about 300,000 people, and then what was kind of like the crime rate, if you will, just for this event. So check this out.
Even with over 300,000 people flocking to Bayshore Boulevard yesterday for Gasparilla, Tampa police say they saw a low number of incidents. Police say they made 3 arrests or ejections, 43 people requested medical attention, and there were 16 traffic violations or crashes. They say 3 items were found unattended, but they turned out to be non-threats.
So after watching that, I was like, you know what, this gives me a great idea for what to talk about this week. It's just talking a little bit about crime here in Tampa. I know when I was moving here, one of my concerns moving here was the crime. I didn't know much about the area, so I had to kind of do a lot of research online. And one of the websites that I used when I was doing my research was Niche. So niche.com. I'll put a link to the website for what I'm talking about right now. But when you go to the Niche, maybe I'm not saying that right either. It's either niche or niche. Tell me in the comments if I'm saying it right. But I'll link to this and I'll put a picture up of this poll. And generally speaking, majority of people in the Tampa Bay area seem to think that they are pretty safe. They feel very safe in the area. Majority of people also think that the police are visible. And somewhat responsive. So some think they're really responsive, some say they're slow to respond. But all in all, the majority is saying, positive things about the crime rate and the police response. When we start looking at the kind of like the breakdown of violent crimes or property crimes, we're seeing that assaults are a little bit higher than the national average. Murders are a little bit higher than the national average, which is kind of surprising, but it is what it is. Rape and robbery are below the national average, and burglary, theft, and motor vehicle theft are all below the national average. So all in all, man, I feel safe down here in Tampa. I believe this is a great place to live, a great place to have a family. But check it out. Let me know what you think. If you already live in the Tampa Bay area, you let me know if you agree with these numbers. I personally agree with them. One thing I will say, though, I did check out another website. Another one that I checked out was neighborhoodscouts.com. And I'll put a link to this up here as well, and also a link in the description. But the neighborhoodscouts.com, let me just bring it up on mine here. So they give you like a heat map of the Tampa Bay area. And if you see that area up there by Lutz, that's the area that is essentially North Tampa or New Tampa area. So my area is actually one of the very light, it's the least shaded area. The other areas that are not shaded are not considered, I guess, not a part of Tampa. They're their own like sections, I guess. So those are not shaded. But so so there's definitely crime in Lutz, but it's just not a part of this kind of heat map, crime map, if you will. So yeah, the dark blue areas, those are the areas with a little bit more crime. But if I'm to be really honest, most of the dark blue areas are the areas where you go hang out and party and have a good time. So that may be part of it, where it's like, things are happening, so there's more things happening. So up by me, there's not much happening, so there's not a lot of crime happening. So that's that. So check it out. Let me know what you think. Hopefully these are helpful with you kind of doing some research on the area and whatnot, if you're thinking about moving. But I said overall, I feel safe in the Tampa Bay area. Even in the areas that are shaded dark blue, I feel pretty safe being in those areas. You just have to be aware of your surroundings, and that's it. So what me up to? What going on with me? So my son and I and a couple of friends went to Monster Jam last weekend, and it was amazing. Never been to anything like this before. Neither of my sons, so my son has never been to this before either. So we had a great time, and that's another good thing about living down here in the Tampa area is that there's a lot of events and things going on that comes to the area. So check out this little video that I made from our visit to the Monster Jam.
Great nigga like LeBron, bro. It's like low man.
Into round two, Thomas and next team making his mark right there on the red lane.
He's the star, bro.
And in the red lane, he's your two-time final champion.
Like Brad Pitt.
Arizona, Tom the Duke, Megalodon. These two, the 2023 season, both have seen each other though prior last year in seeding championship series. They head to the line as we get ready for round two, Monster Jam Racing.
Let's go, Megalodon. Come on, young blood. Come on, young blood. Let's go, let's go. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Oh! Okay. She might do some more shit, bro. You gotta do one more. She was trying to do that shit back. She gonna go front with them. Oh, money trying to do it. Let's go, baby girl. Cocking some fun to go, but oh, she gonna show up homeboy now. She gonna show up the other dude that did this one. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh! Let's go.
So moving on to our next segment, which is Florida Man. All right. Had to put some bass in my voice that time. So this week, for my Florida Man news, I'm actually going to do a positive Florida Man story because not all Florida men are crazy, right? So, well, this guy is kind of crazy, but this guy, Florida man wins 7 marathons on 7 continents in 7 days. This guy is amazing. This is a crazy Florida man, but a good crazy Florida man. So his name is David Kilgore, and he just ran and won, not just ran them and won 7 marathon in 7 days on 7 continents. The 31-year-old American runner averaged about 2 minutes and 56 seconds, 2 hours and 56 minutes per marathon. That would be even more insane. which means he ran 183.4 miles at 6 minutes and 43 second pace per mile. That is an intense pace. As a former runner myself, that is an intense pace. So it says Kilgore was one of 35 runners who completed in the World Marathon Challenge on February 6th, a globe-trotting enterprise that sends runners on a week-long running journey where they stop to run 26.2 miles in Antarctica, Cape Town, South Africa, Perth, Australia, Dubai, Madrid, Spain, Fortaleza, Brazil, and Miami. This event, which has a $45,000 entry fee, has been organized by Richard Donovan of Global Running Adventures since 2015. The races are run on multi-loop courses in each of the cities, not tied to established events, all of which add up to 26.2 miles. So, round of applause for that Florida man. He's doing amazing things. Very proud of him as a fellow Florida man myself. If you guys, think I should kind of start training to do this race, all I need is the $45,000. So whoever want to sponsor me, put it up, but there's no guarantees that I'll actually run the race, all right? Moving on to our next segment, it's our shout outs of the week. So our comments shout out. So let's get right into that. So our first comment shout out is from Joss Ryder. That bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel wrapped in foil is non-existent here. So she's talking about when I've said, that was one of my pet peeves down here is that you cannot get a hot breakfast sandwich, like egg and cheese on a roll or something like that. So thanks for noticing that too, Josh. So she said, I can definitely say regarding the housing market, I'm so happy we moved here when, hold on, I can't read. I can definitely say regarding the housing market, I'm so happy we moved where and when 2020, when we moved. We have toyed with the idea of benefiting from the equity, but like you, our interest rate is so good that I don't want to mess with it. It will be interesting to see what happens this year. What I do know is fly, Eagles, fly. Hey, listen, good luck to the Eagles, for real. And good luck to you. Hopefully you guys have fun tomorrow. So this goes back again to where I was talking about possibly looking to sell my house, cashing out on some of the equity that I've built up. But as I said, interest rates are so good. The interest rate that I have locked in is really good. So I don't think it's going to make financial sense to try to switch out of that to get into something else, because I'm probably going to be paying a much higher rate if I do that. Shout out to my guy, Florida Vibes. He says, try Brooklyn Deli in Wesley Chapel. My guy. So I read your comment, checked it out almost like within 48 hours. That place is great. One of the coolest things about this place, Brooklyn Deli in Wesley Chapel, Google it. They actually make they actually make the bagels right there in the store. So they make bagels, and you can get any bagel you want, but they make the bagel right in store. And I got me a egg and cheese with pastrami. I think it was pastrami on a raisin bagel. Brought back so many memories. Even just being in the store alone brought back a lot of memories, because the lady was arguing with one of the servers about somebody messed up somebody's order. But that's just kind of like a typical kind of up north New York thing where people are always kind of back and forth. So felt good. So I'll definitely be checking that out myself. So Florida Vibe, shout out to you. Thanks for leaving that comment and making that suggestion. Then our next comment shout out goes out to Autumn. She says, loving the style of the new videos, Eric. Keep it going. Yes, I will. I'm curious, why are you considering downsizing to a condo or a townhome in Tampa? So kind of touched on that earlier. Part of it was to cash out on the equity. Part of it is, yeah, I feel like I don't need all the damn space. So, and I think owning the home and having to cut your grass and kind of do yard work and housework is kind of overrated. It's getting overrated to me a little bit. So I just thought about it, just kind of toyed with the idea of just kind of getting into a condo or something like that. You know what I mean? And just kind of relaxing and not have to worry about stuff. But as I said, that's probably in the future. But thank you. I appreciate you leaving a comment. Appreciate everyone leaving comments. Thank you guys very much. So next week I will be shouting out comments from this video. So leave your comments down below, and I'll be sure to get you guys a shout out. It's about 3 every week I do. All right, so that brings us to the end of another amazing episode of the Eric Evolving Show. Please leave your comments in the comment section below. If you have any ideas of videos I should do, I'll definitely take those as well. And yeah, man, enjoy the Super Bowl. If I am to make a prediction, I think the Eagles are going to win. And it's not because of you, Joss. But I think the Eagles are going to win. But who knows? But you guys enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Super Bowl. And I'll talk to you guys next week. Peace.
Thank you.